You didn't tell him why you were going to the code.
No, I didn't tell him my reason.
Would you consider Joey your friend?
Yes.
How were you planning on convincing Anne to change her mind?
Having a very reasonable conversation.
But you described it in your own witness statement as an argument. Would you call that a reasonable conversation?
Well, there are a lot of conversations that start off as arguments.
And at your church, you resolved an argument at your church, right?
Yes.
Were you resolving an argument at that point? With Ann Marcus at the Cove?
At the Cove, I did resolve our argument. We came to an agreement that she would wait until Tuesday.
Does it seem unlikely that Ann Marcus would wait till Tuesday if she had already told on Friday?
Repeat the question?
In the officer's witness statement, it says that Ann Marcus had already told on Friday. So would it be strange that she said she would wait the length of time if she had already told?
We were talking and she said that she hadn't turned us in yet.
Okay.
So she couldn't have turned us in on Friday.
Okay. When you went to the office, who was in the principal's office with you?
Huh?
Who was in the principal's office with you on Monday, June 6th?
It was just me.
No one else?
The office ladies there. But I had chickened out, so I went back to class.
And no, on Monday, when you were called to the office to talk, who was there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, in your witness statement, it says it was Officer Everdeen, and that he asked the principal to leave. In your witness statement, it says that you chickened out because you didn't like being around administration. So asking the principal to leave, would that actually might be in your favor?
Repeat the question again?
Okay, so when Officer Everdeen had a conversation with you, he asked the principal to leave, correct?
Yes.
So in your witness statement, it says that you were uncomfortable with administration, and that was the reason you chickened out in the first place to admitting that you cheated. So asking the principal to leave, would that be in your favor?
Yes.
And would you say you're intelligent?
Yes.
So wouldn't you be intelligent enough to understand your Miranda rights?
Yes,
So would you say you voluntarily agreed to keep talking? So in your Miranda rights, it says you have the right to be silent. So did you voluntarily keep talking despite the fact that Officer Everdeen had already read you your Miranda rights?
Yes, I volunteered because I was shocked that somebody would kill my friend.
So you said in your witness statement that it was unfortunate that Ann Marcus had fell on a rock and died. How did you know that she had fell? How did you know about the rock if no one else had known?
Well, she had already slipped before the first time I was talking to her. She had slipped, the rock falling from under her. It wouldn't be surprising if it happened a second time and no one was there to catch her.
Isn't there a lot of places you could be hit when you fall besides the head?
Yes.
So how did you assume that it was the head? How did you assume it was her head?
I assumed that it was her because she wouldn't have died if it wasn't her head.
How did you know she died?
Because they announced it on the loud system to everybody.
After you were questioned.
No, before I was questioned.
It says in your witness statement that when you were walking away, they announced it on things. So it says in Officer Everdeen's witness statement that nobody else was aware of that Ann Marcus had died at that point. So how did you know?
That Ann Marcus died?
Yes.
I don't know if this is an objection, but it does say that. Objection.
No further questions.
Proceed with your objection. And what is the basis for it? Not a narrative, but just a one-word description. Objection, irrelevant, objection, something.
Objection foundation.
Objection, no foundation.
Yes.
Let me hear your argument on that.
It says in Rick's witness statement that hours after he went to the principal and chickened out from telling that they announced that Ann was dead. And then he was questioned by the officer.
Okay. I will overrule the objection at this time, but just as a way of instruction, that's the kind of thing that you would
There are no